Oh, What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Dead Funny Review Show. I'm your host, Chris. Joining me today is also your host, Chris. Just kidding. Go ahead and ignore the handsomely rugged guy to the side of me on the screen. I have one of my streams up where I am playing as Pinhead. So, Pinhead, we are here to do a review on Pinhead. As you'll kind of see with some of this gameplay and as it's going down, he's stupid broken, man. Yeah, he came out. I thought he was broken in the beta. I think he's broken now. I was able to keep the people I was going against locked up in chains pretty much the entire time. It really wasn't that hard. And to be honest, you'll actually see a lot of misses and stuff here too. It was my first time ever playing with mouse and keyboard. I mean, as you can see right there, just hooked like crazy. So just hooks. Especially once we start getting deeper in with like the box and everything. Just everybody was locked up. So, Nemesis has always been a hard character for me to play against. I feel like I've pretty much lost every game that I've played against Nemesis. I'm pretty sure I have. Maybe I've won one or two, but I'm pretty sure I've lost every single one. I would rather play Nemesis than play against Pinhead. I haven't had to play against him yet, but just with playing with him, and I've played as Nemesis, I feel that Pinhead is way harder to deal with than Nemesis is. There's just too much going on with the versatile of the chains, being able to teleport like you just saw right there and summon that chain out and hit. As you'll walk up, you'll see he's stuck. I mean, there's literally nothing he can do but keep trying to pull forward. Some of the add-ons made it even worse to where one of my add-ons I think gave me extra chains. Another add-on that I had was if you use the environment to break my chains, it adds extra chains and slows you down. And I mean, once again, if you already have extra chains on you, it's hard to pay attention to where all those chains are, especially whenever the killer's chasing you. So you're pretty much fucked if you do, fucked if you don't at that point. So yeah, it was a very easy game. Wasn't very challenging, and I mean, I know I've talked about it multiple times about how I'm a higher rank than people I play with. They're not terrible at the game, and they're definitely getting better. And it was just too easy. Like I said, he's just really hard. And to be fair, he's new, so people don't know how to play with him. People don't know how to deal with him yet. I personally don't know how to deal with him yet. I don't know how you would deal with him, besides hope to God that you don't ever get seen the entire match, because yeah, that chain stuff is rough. I mean, you were literally hooked around the entire match, and it's hard to play with. It really is. It's really hard to fucking do anything about. And yeah, I don't know, and that's with me playing as the killer. I wasn't even the survivor. I've played as Pinhead a total of 2 times now, and each time the game was over super quick. They barely worked on anything, barely able to do anything. It was super easy in my opinion. So I would be very interested to hear other people's opinions. If you've played against Pinhead and you think that you've got some sweet strategies against him already, feel free to let me know, because yeah, like I said, he's rough, man. He's fucking rough. But with that being said, just kind of want to go ahead and take some time, to kind of talk about the character in general. Pinhead is known as a Cenobite, and Cenobites are not necessarily demons, but they're kind of, on the same level as that, if you will. They're very big with pain and pleasure. That's what they like to do. That's their whole thing. That's their whole kit. That's what they're about. So it is a situation where they use that to their benefit, and at this point it doesn't bother them. Pain and pleasure are basically the same thing to them now, and they just like inflicting that on other people, especially whenever they get their hands on the box. So the box is a big deal for them. I haven't played as a survivor against Pinhead yet, so I haven't had the chance to deal with the box that way. But with Pinhead, actually picking up the boxes, I mean, look at that. She's just stuck the entire time. She's literally not able to go anywhere. And with me not being able to deal with the box whatsoever, I don't know what it's like on the other side. but I gotta imagine it's not easy. As you can see, it notifies me whenever they start fucking with the box. I'm able to teleport directly to them, or just walk over there. And I mean, right there, bam, that's a quick, easy. I mean, he's already one hit. I already have somebody downed over there. I mean, I was able to mop the floor, honestly. Like it's not, and it's not even their fault. I mean, once again, he's a new killer. It's gonna take time to get used to, but with this being like my first time ever playing a killer with mouse and keyboard, whenever I'm so used to playing with an Xbox controller, I should not have been able to pressure the map as easily as I was able to, and walk away with the victory that it did. But once again, it is a situation of it's a new killer and he's not easy to play against. He's really not. This is the new execution going on here too. Definitely, in my opinion, the most brutal one so far. I know Hag clearly had that a long time ago. Was top of the list. I definitely think Pinhead has topped it now. Yeah, he's insane. I think his add-ons are crazy. I think his entire kit is crazy. I can see where he fits in the game, but I definitely think the devs need to take some time and really figure out a better way to make him a little bit more balanced. Now, to be fair, once again, the box could be a bigger deal than I think it is, and maybe they just didn't utilize it as much. But once again, I don't know how easy it's going to be to do that whenever I can teleport directly on the box every time you're messing with it. And I also don't know what the hell the box did with me picking it up either. I kept picking up the box and fucking with it, and then that was it, and I would just walk away. Oh yeah, that's right. Whenever I do the box, it fucking shows me where they're at, and then it also starts hooking them like crazy. Never mind. I remember what the box did. So yeah, it's just, I mean, it's nuts. I mean, look at all these hooks that are just constantly spawning. Like, not only does it like hit them and slow them down, it gives me their location. Like I could see the hook fucking shooting for them. I'm like, okay, well then they're over here. It's rough, man. It's rough. I did not envy them whatsoever. It was a pretty easy game. So he's got a couple interesting things about him. I like how he uses the chains for everything. He uses chains to pick people up. Uses the chains to break the generators. He uses chains to open lockers. That's pretty cool. They definitely made his shit work for him in here, which makes sense. It's awesome. And on top of that, they he's the first killer to actually say something. Once he teleports to the box, he says, "You opened and I came." So yeah, like I said, there's just a lot of different things going on with him, and he's a pretty cool character. It's just like I said, I just don't think he's balanced. I think he's very hard to play against until I see some hardcore evidence that proves me wrong and that he is good to play against and that he is balanced, or they do actually work on him and actually balance him. I'm probably not going to pick him again for our games. As you're watching right now, this is not a game that I was playing against randos. This is a game that I was playing with some friends. Every Saturday at 10 p.m. Central, we stream Dead by Daylight, and it is called our Drunk by Daylight stream. We have rules for survivors and rules for killers that if these rules are broken, you have to take a drink. Our chat likes to jump in and chime in whenever those rules are broken, which is a lot of fun for chat and a lot of fun for us because it helps keeps conversation going. And on top of that, we also post them in the chats as well. So I would love it for, if some of you guys wanted to come by and show some love and hang out and get to see that kind of fun. We start off with my little brother playing killer until we get a full squad, and then once we have a full squad plus a spectator, we do a killer rotation where everybody who wants to get a chance to play killer, it just constantly rotates through. And yeah, it's a lot of fun. We have a good time. We normally play that until like 1, 2, sometimes even 3 o'clock in the morning. Just depends on the night and how everything's going. Things change. But yeah, I mean, this was one of those where, like I said, I'm not playing against, solos, or I'm not doing a solo queue of killer and playing against a bunch of randos. I'm actually playing against people I know. And like I said, it was insane. I mean, I was even trying to give them tips and stuff while playing the game because I just felt like I said, I was just mowing them down. I mean, I'm pretty sure they only got one generator taken care of the entire game, and I feel like that's kind of broken. So yeah, like I said, I would love to hear, strategies and stuff on what people think as far as like with Pinhead and stuff like that. If he is beatable, how beatable is he? Ways that, you guys have had success in being able to beat Pinhead, because so far, like I said, I just don't see it. And I haven't played as a survivor against him. I will say that again. I've only played him as killer, but usually whenever you're playing as something's killer, the biased aspect of it is you're not going to think that they're broken, and I 100% feel that he is broken, like hardcore broken. It's not even close. So, once again, just my thought process on the whole thing. Yeah, I'd like to hear your guys' views and thoughts on the situation. So definitely make sure that if you disagreed or agree with me, leave in the comment section below. Let me know in the comments, and we can kind of have a conversation about it. Make sure you also like and subscribe to get more notifications whenever we have more review shows and stuff like that come out. So that way you guys can be the first to listen to the videos and give us some comments, some thumbs ups. Also, make sure you hit us in the Twitter and Twitch links below. We have the Twitters for a more direct form of communication, and you can check out and see what's going on, and also the Twitches because you can come and hang out when we're doing stuff like this with Dead by Daylight. Most of the people on this have been on some form of Dead Funny content, if not all of them. And we do this every Saturday, and if we cancel, we let people know ahead of time in our Discords, which once again you'll be able to get those by coming to either the Twitters or the Twitches and asking for the link for those. Like I said, we just have a good time. It's a lot of fun. People come hang out. They could take drinks whenever they're watching somebody's stream. They could take drinks with that person too if you want to be part of the game. Like I said, it's a lot of fun. And, just help us keep up with the rules and stuff like that, especially if you don't drink, because as you drink, it gets harder and harder and harder to keep up with the rules. So having sober people who want to just bust our balls and call us out on the rules is also fun as well. So definitely show up and hang out. But other than that, not too much of a crazy review on Pinhead because, like I said, man, right now he's just overkill in my opinion. He's super overkill. As most of you know, he wasn't the killer that I wanted to come into the game, but he's the killer that we got. And like I said, I could see where he fits in the Dead by Daylight kind of situation. But other than that, I just think he's hardcore broken, and I think he needs a nerf pretty quick. But like I said, definitely open to debating this topic. And so give me what you got in the comments, and we can go from there. But other than that, I hope you guys have a great rest of your night, and I will see you next time.